And when the meeting was over, we both looked at each other, and it was like a religious revelation of just like, this is what we need to do. This is the path that we have to be on. We ended our trial period with 4 machines and immediately signed up 17 more.
Thank you all for tuning in again. We always appreciate you. Today, I get to talk about machine monitoring with my buddy Eric, specifically Datanomix. And if I'm being honest, when I first got into machine monitoring and learning about it, I didn't know the differences. I didn't really understand what it did other than monitoring on and monitoring off, right? But there's so much more to it. And if we're being fair, Eric, you have practiced machine monitoring for 7, 6, 7, 8 years at this point, but you've recently gotten into Datanomix. And there's so many different areas for why you jumped into Datanomix. Would we mind talking about when Greg showed up at your door at 5 in the morning to talk about machine monitoring with you, what was it that he said that you decided, I have to do this right now?
Previously, when we were doing machine monitoring, there was a lot of labor-intense stuff, and we were going back and forth with project managers and having to double enter data, and the operators were having to do a lot of things. And we basically just quit doing it, and it became like is it on, is it off, is it running or not? We knew that we needed to be better at it, but it was just hard to find the bandwidth to be able to have everyone in the shop focus on that. So Greg came by and showed us the software, and he had like a demo page of showing the machine history, and he clicked on what's called the after action report. And the after action report laid out the benchmark cycle time, it laid out the typical cycle time, it showed how long the part was on the machine for and how long it occupied that. So if you wanted to capture the cost of that associated with it, it really just had a lot of information. I know that there's other monitoring softwares that give you a lot of information, but you have to go through and dissect all of it. What Greg showed us was that Datanomix, click 2 buttons and you're there. And it puts all that information in your hands to be able to make decisions about parts.